pictures are on Yelp. Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You got the first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with him.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
think so?
subject. I think
Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to us on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, YouTube, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, and hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
Yes, sir.
How we living?
I'm here.
Yeah, videos from now on out. Coy said, if we're going to be doing videos, I should always preview, fall's collection and what we will be dropping, as well as, what when you see other people wearing, So latest fashion will be for the fall, this workman's jacket in this color. I'm thinking about doing a black as well.
Nice jacket.
But Coy, you got this one as well.
Thank you.
As well as, the hat, of course. This is old school logo. This is for the people that were here at the beginning.
Old school.
Yeah, old school logo, camo hat. But I'll still be doing a lot of camo hat drops and stuff like that. But let's get down to business, Coy. Question of the day. I'm going to hold your answer for last.
Okay.
As always. Do women think they have things to work on? Now,
wow.
what I mean by that is, do you think women think they have things to work on, I guess, in life, in relationships, to do better, whatnot, this, that, and the third? And I don't want you to start answering the questions. I'm going to hit up a guy. We're going to go a guy, two girls today.
Okay.
Let me get the first one on the line. Let me call Jay right now. All right. Here we go. Let's see.
Hello.
Jay, what's good, my guy?
What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Jay.
Jerry, what's going on, man?
Oh, my boy, what's good?
Yep.
Man, question of the day. Figure I'd ask you, do you think women think they have things to work on, whether it's in life or in a relationship? I know a lot of times that we hear from our friends in relationships that are married that I feel like their wives think they can do nothing wrong. They're perfect. It's us that has to work on things, build things. But my question to you is, do you think women think they have things they need to work on?
I think the majority think they do, for sure.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think there's
Okay. Didn't know that. Okay.
But
Here you go.
Go ahead.
there's only that small handful
Yep.
that will actually admit that and try to work on it, I think. I think the other majority will try to convince you that they're just reacting off of stuff you did instead of taking accountability.
Flipping it.
Coy would call that gaslighting. If I was Coy would call that gaslighting. I mean,
Yeah.
let me ask you this.
Why do you say man like that?
I don't know. I think, I guess my question to you is, why do they always, I mean, not all, why do the women that do that, why do they push it back on us?
Because I think it's hard for anybody, and I don't want to say just mainly women, but I think it's hard for people to admit that they have things they need to work on. It's easier to be like, well, you know what? Yeah, I messed up, but the reason why I messed up was because you did this.
The reason is
why?
Hey, Chris, I wouldn't have ran out of gas if we would have filled the damn tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, that would suffice all our problems.
come on, fellas, fill it up.
I don't know.
I think that's kind of it.
I think, I guess in my questioning is we are two different people. Why don't you think you have things you need to work on for me to better our relationship? And it's only me that has things they need to work on. I guess that would be always my question to them.
I mean, obviously I don't know the answer. I just, my only theory would be that if you're telling someone that this is the problem for so long and that the problem is theirs, now you can't just double back and say, you know what, this is my problem, because then all that time it just shows that, like Chloe said, that you're gaslighting me and you're lying to me now. They can't admit that. I mean, it's easier, I think, to convince themselves and you that it's you. Unless they move on to somebody else, now they can start fresh and be like, you know what, I got issues I got to work on for this next relationship.
I got issues I need to work on for the next relationship. Is that called deflecting also? Yeah, I mean, it's called a lot of things, Coy. Let me put it to you.
Everybody has things they need to work on.
100%. I think in going into a relationship, you have things you need to work on and curve and change and grow and realize that it's not conducive for the relationship you're in now.
Correct.
Versus the relationship you were in prior.
Yeah.
But,
so,
I mean,
I think if you're in a relationship now, if you get out of it and get to another one, then it's easy to be like, okay, you know what? In that flat relationship, I was fucking up by doing this, and this. I'm not going to do that in this new one. It's easier to do that instead of changing and admitting your faults to someone else.
I'm not going to do that in this new one.
It's like a halftime adjustment.
Yeah. Right.
When you're down at halftime.
You know what? Exactly.
Yeah, but why don't you make the adjustments when I ask you to?
Not you know what? For that.
Yeah. I think because if I don't even know. I think if somebody's allowing you to get away with that for so long, then you feel like, you know what, you allow me to get rid of it, so now you want me to change. It's kind of, I feel like it's harder to that pullback. You know, even though they might know it's wrong, but they know you know each other, so you know eventually he's going to give in. He always does.
Dang.
So I'm just going to keep doing that.
Dang.
But if you're going on a new relationship and that person's like, no, I'm on zero games. Okay, well, I can't do that because this person ain't fucking around.
He said, draw the line and stay in your business.
Nip it in the bud early on.
Yeah, the last relationship I could cry and do all this, and they caved. This one, nope.
This guy's
halftime adjustments.
They ain't no halftime. Hey, you better adjust them on the first time out, on the first commercial time out. Because
the new guy says, here's the tissue. Let me know when you're done so we can keep going.
Damn. It's cold-blooded. It's cold world. Cold world. All right, Jay, I appreciate you, my boy. We going to talk soon, man. I'm going to let you go, though.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
All right, late. Damn. I'm not mad at him. I'm not wrong. It's the idea of why, though. I'm telling you something that I have a problem with. And you could easily fix it. That's not saying you're not having...
you're saying if she says that.
If she says something, you as a man says, damn, I can fix this.
Right.
Or you as a man says, nah, this is not how I am.
It needs to be said first
100%,
in order for you to...
100%. I guess the other question is, do you think women always say, like, when we ask what's wrong, they say nothing?
Nothing is...
and it's not nothing because something's wrong.
Nothing is the equivalent of... have fun with the boys.
Yeah. Do what you want.
Do what you will.
A lot of gaslighting triggers on that. I mean, look, it's. I guess it's easier said than done in a lot of cases, but I feel like. Are
you mad? No.
Oh my gosh! Like those are the things that all of us should work on, I guess. All of us should work on.
As a guy, you should know if your girl's mad.
I would hope so.
No matter what she says.
I would hope so, Coy. I would hope so. Let's get into another one. And now let's call some women. I feel like we done stirred the pot. We got the men out the way. Let's go with the women. Sorry, my phone's going off like crazy. Here we go. Let's call my sister, see what she got to say.
Hey,
what up? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Nothing.
What are you doing? Oh, damn.
No, I just muted the TV.
Oh, okay, cool. I gotta turn you down. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to Nina.
Nina, what's going on?
Hey, Coy.
Hey, Coy. Hey, Coy.
You know you're on camera right now, right?
But I'm just saying. Why she gotta be so bubbly? That's my question. What do you
want her to say?
God. I'm always
Greetings, Coy.
Yeah. Exactly. Pretend you're on Star Wars. Pretend you're a cast member of Star Wars. Coy, Welcome. Yeah. Anyway,
You should do that next time.
Oh my god, Nina. Question of the day: do you think women? I guess do you think they acknowledge that they have things they need to work on, things they need to change when going into a relationship?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: 100% of women do that?
I don't think 100% of
I just want to make sure
people do that in
I
general.
Make sure we're on the same page on that one. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not 100.
Let me ask you this:
uh-huh.
why don't you think women? Let's talk about. Are you saying 80% of women realize what they need to do and change, or are you saying like 90% of women realize it? Because I want to talk about that 10 or 20% that don't. They're always playing victim. Let's just call it what it is. Why don't you think they need? Why don't you think they know they need things to change?
Well, I think like maybe 45% of women think that, or do want, change prior to a relationship.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But let me ask you this then. Okay, let's talk about the other, what is it, 55? 55. Talk to me about the 55% that thinks they can do no wrong.
In reality, they know, they just don't want to change.
Why not?
That's just because they don't feel like there's anything. It's like, why change when sometimes you just want to hurt someone, or you just don't want to change.
I am what I am.
There are people who
that doesn't
like take it or leave it.
No, you can, but that's no way to move through a relationship and help a relationship evolve and grow.
But who's to say that they truly want their next relationship to evolve and grow?
Well, you're here with me for some reason. I'm trying
to see if you adjust to me.
Oh no.
Yeah,
we got to adjust to each other.
Well,
I guess in a perfect world. I guess go in a perfect.
I mean, in relationships, you do definitely want to, come together, adjust, because bringing two people together, believe it or not, I don't want to say it's a lot of work, but relationships, whether it's friendships or anything, it is work. Even
100%. I think there's work. I think there's work in any aspect of a friendship or a relationship, but a lot of times women always say, "Well, why don't you open up? Why don't you be vulnerable?" Well, every time I tell you the problem, you turn it back and say, "Well, if you didn't do this, this wouldn't happen."
Dissecting.
Well, let's talk about what I'm trying to tell you. Like, do you think women have a hard time? And I don't want to gaslight and say women. Do you think a lot of people in relationships have a hard time listening to understand because they're listening to reply?
Yes. Why? I think people in general. It's just because I feel like they're already prepared not to have a good conversation, like it not to be fun and free.
I like it.
And so they feel like they have to make sure that they have, the ammo locked and ready. So when it's time to fire, they're going to fire.
Jesus.
Do you think women have a hard time admitting they're wrong?
I don't think it's a hard time. I just think that we just don't like to.
Okay.
So a hard time. Okay. So a hard time.
Yeah. So a hard time. You don't. Yeah. I mean,
like I'm a big fan of think before you speak, because I don't want to say I'm sorry. I don't want to say, like
she just admitted
I said what I meant. I meant what I said.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm sorry, so I take. Damn. I mean,
that's why I think before I speak. Yeah, like I don't, because it's one thing if I'm like, telling a friend or just like in my head.
Yep.
There, that person is not going to get hurt, because unfortunately 10 times out of 10, if you automatically speak right after something happens, you might regret what you say. 100%, and the last 100%. Thing, I want to do is to hurt someone's feelings.
I mean, you're gonna hurt them either way.
off of raw, instant emotion. You know,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
always
wanna hurt
best
them
to
like that.
take a step back and think about what you're gonna say.
100%. Because sooner or later you're gonna have to rip that Band-Aid off. Might as well be sooner than later, though.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
because it depends on the conversation. It depends on what happened. If it's something like, a little bit minor, that's one thing, but it's another thing when it's something huge. If it's something huge, it should be thought about and then have a conversation.
I mean,
Yeah.
What is it? I am, who I am not. I can never be.
Sure.
I don't think that they can never be it. They just choose not to.
Okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear from you.
It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice. It's 100% choice. It is 100% choice. It's not bad, not good, just different. But I mean, like you said, why though? I feel like men were simple creatures. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying some men are simple creatures. So don't shoot the messenger. Don't kill them. Yeah, don't kill the mockingbird.
No, of course.
Why, when we say, hey, look, you know what? I don't like mayo on my sandwiches. Well, it's good for you, and this, dang.
You want to change you or give you a reason why you should have it or taste it.
Exactly. Instead of just saying, you know what, the one thing he doesn't like is this. Let's
stay away from it.
You don't like mayo.
Right.
Just don't buy mayo, and you'll never have a problem putting on a sandwich.
It's easy.
It's the simple things. I think
some people don't like easy.
Complicated.
Yeah. Some people think if it's easy or if it's too good, it's too good to be true.
I mean, oh my gosh.
There's validity to that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. There is definitely validity to that. It just, I don't know. I guess I'm a fan of tell me what's wrong, let's fix it, keep moving. Because the longer we have to stay on this, the longer we have to just keep going back over the problem. No,
dwelling.
Dwelling, fixing. Tell me.
But some people like to dwell and sit.
Yeah, we got work to do, baby. Hey, Dad, we got work to do. I'm trying to bring us to here.
And I know that about you, Chris, because I've worked with you a long time.
What are you talking about?
Get shit done and
Coy, what is it, 22 years now?
Yeah.
22 years. It's just let's
sometimes
fucking, nah, dog, come on. Just
sometimes relationships not cut and dry like that.
You
want that battle so that you can.
I don't need to battle. Maybe that's the common denominator. Just tell me where we need to go so we can just go.
But sometimes it needs to be thought out, and thought out isn't within 24 hours.
Doesn't need to be thought out. I promise you, we can. Hey, I don't like when you do this. No problem. I am.
Yeah, but
I'm
what
a
if
guy
it's something that?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What if it's something like that you actually like to do, and she's just like, "Well, you need to change it. I don't like it."
Depending on what it is. I mean,
exactly. It's something you have to think about.
No, it's not something I have to think about. Just tell me what it is, and I can tell you yes or no.
I don't like the way you go out for a drink with the boys, every once.
I mean, let me ask you this: they always say "happy wife, happy life." Would you rather me go out with a drink for the boys to decompress and come home as a happy husband, so that way I can attend to the needs of you and the children? So I can be there and present.
This guy's good.
Or do you want me to, come home and still have not decompressed and still be enraged?
Can't you decompress in other ways?
Oh, I'm all for going out with the guys, having your weekly catch ups or whatnot. I'm all for that because at the end of the day, I need my time too.
100%.
And I think might be a bit of an issue because people love to be underneath each other.
Let me explain something to you guys, ladies and gentlemen as well, because some of you guys I've noticed y'all on the little bit of the needy side lately. But
yep.
When you give that person time to miss you, I guarantee you the sex is better. Plain and simple.
I agree.
That's it. Plain and fucking simple. Because they have that coming home. Oh, no, I already got something at home waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like I got, you know what I'm saying? I like, just like what do you call that, Coy? Open court steal? I got a dunk waiting. I got a highlight you know, I got a highlight coming.
Breakaway dunk.
Yeah, that breakaway dunk. I'm coming home to that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't, you know, Stacy at the bar. That's, you know, hey Stacy, I'm married. Trust me, my wife, she at home. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. You seem like a headache. If you're here trying to get me, and you know I'm married, and you still trying to get me, that means you're just nothing but a problem. Okay.
But honestly, it's not even that. Like, I think that people in general need to realize that not every person cheats, and that men and women can actually be friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me explain something to you on that note, and on top of it. If you have a guy going to his female friends for answers, that means he's trying to work on the relationship with you and not just say, hey, fuck it. You know what? It's over.
from another angle.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it from a woman's angle now, because I have a woman's perspective. If I don't have a woman's perspective, how can I look at it at that angle?
Boys going, oh, fuck
yeah,
that.
yeah, because I'll tell you what my boy's saying is, and it's nothing good. They trying to bring me back to the dark side. Yeah, they trying to cue up. Hey Siri, play Wild Boys. Okay, that's what they're trying to do. All right, Nina, we gonna let you go. I appreciate you. Am I seeing you this weekend?
You are.
All right,
bye, Nina.
All right, bye.
Later. I mean, there's no lies. No lies, bro. Like women. I hate to say it. Some women, not all. Yeah. Some women, not all. Some, not all, know that they need to work on something, but some of them don't. They think that whatever they says goes, and this is what I've been doing. Well, what you did last year is not this year. What you did in the last relationship, it's not this relationship. Let's get another girl on the phone. Let's call Miss K. Believe, damn, she's gonna throw it right now. We were chatting earlier. Turn her up. Her phone stay on silent. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about phones being on silent. I'm not saying we need to get into it a little more than we need to.
Is it an issue?
I mean, when I'm calling and you're not picking up, maybe it's a little bit of an issue. Maybe. But, you know. And see, I don't want to get to the last ring. I know she's going to call back, and I know she's going, oh, my God, my phone is on silent. And I'm like, see, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Like clockwork. Oh, my gosh. Miss K, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What happened? Your phone on silent?
I did. I'm so sorry.
Wow. You see what I'm telling you? I told you, Coy. We were talking. Hey, when you watch this podcast, you go here. I'm just gonna apologize right now. And
wow. Okay.
I'm just gonna apologize right now. Let you know that I guess this is all a learning experience. I'm here with Coy. Coy, yes. What's up, Miss K?
What's going on, Miss K?
All right, question of the day. Hello, are you there?
Yeah. Are you there?
No, I'm. Trust me, I'm
here.
Okay, just checking. Question of the day is: do you think women know that they need to work on things in a relationship, personally, like for their personal development? Do you think when we as men sit down and talk to you, it's like, hey, you need to work on these things? Do you think women want to work on them?
What can I have an example of? Because those are two different things. You asked me two different questions. You said, first you asked me, do women think that they need to work on things like to be in a relationship? And then you asked me, if we sit them down, so I'm in a relationship, if you sit me down and talk to me about it, that's two different things. That's self-awareness and that's your partner telling you.
That is two different
That is two different things, but do you think you need to work on both of them? This is the question. Like, you can answer both questions.
I'm not in a relationship, so I can't answer if you sat me down and talk to me about it.
You think your girlfriends that are in relationships.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Coy. Cooker.
No cooking here. I'm just giving an example that she might be able to answer.
All right, Miss K, let me ask you this. Do you think you have things that you need to work on?
I'm just kidding.
So no.
I'm kidding. I
there's
think
truth
that
to
I have
every
so
joke.
much to work
Go ahead.
on. No, I think that everybody is always a work in progress, me
Absolutely.
especially.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every experience, I'm trying to look at it as like, now I'm looking at it as like, okay, what can I learn from this? Whereas before I might have reacted in like a crazy fashion. Like, honestly, I would have been like, fuck you. Who are you to tell me what I need to work on?
Damn. Okay.
I think it comes with maturity.
Okay.
And I also think it comes with, if you want to be in a healthy place, then you're going to protect your peace.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, 100%. I like that. I agree with protecting your peace because that's, No, I agree. I agree with protecting your peace. Okay, let me ask you this. When you're in a relationship and he sits you down, y'all are talking, you're telling him things he needs to work on. Now he turns around and tells you the things he wants you to work on. Do you take that into consideration or are you a rebuttaler?
No, I take it into consideration.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I have really bad ADHD, in case you couldn't tell. And my ex, before I used to think like, oh, I don't have to take my ADHD medication all the time.
Got it.
That I could manage. And my ex sat me down and he was like, listen, I love you. I love every piece of you, but it is really challenging to basically watch you like crash and burn your own life and have no idea you're doing it.
Got it.
And it was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, 100%. Not even that, he took the time to tell you. He took the time to sit you down. He took the time to want you to listen, to understand, not listen to reply too.
Yes. And I had to then step back and be like, okay, it might be nothing to me.
Yeah.
But I then had to look at and be like, wow, I am a lot. I am a lot. And I have to be respectful of the person I'm with.
Yeah.
To not push them to their limit, especially on like a day to day. Like, no, he's not doing that to me. I need to, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. 100%. I mean,
it's hard, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least okay. And now let me ask you this. You meet a guy, y'all start talking, y'all are dating, you ask him and you guys are talking about things you like and dislike about each other, and he mentions a couple things that he would like you to change. Do you take that into consideration now, or do you like let it roll off what do they call it? Roll off a duck's back?
Water
off a duck's back. There you go.
I think it like all within reason.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I'm notorious for being late, and it even drives me crazy.
Wait, you're notorious for being late?
I know. I hate it. It's honestly, I've gotten a lot better. If you ask my friends,
I don't know what a lot better means, first of all.
I used to show up. They would have to tell me like 30 minutes beforehand.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know it's bad, and I admit it. I'm like, I know, and it's bad.
I think that's my biggest pet peeve.
I've gotten a lot better. It's horrible. It's my biggest pet peeve because I hate that rushing feeling. I hate it.
You don't need to rush if you get up early. You don't need to rush if you get up early.
No, I get up early. That is the thing. I think that I can get myself and my two children ready in 15 minutes. And I'm like, who are you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've gotten better at like looking into resources. I'm like, okay, what helps people who think like me be on time? And now I use my phone more. Like, in the calendar app, it tells you, like, it reminds you when to leave. It reminds me 30 minutes before I have to leave. It sounds so silly,
but it probably is.
It bothered my friends, and 100%. It would bother people I would date. So I'm going to do things to make it better.
100%.
Because otherwise, if they tell me that and I continue to show up late, that's going to make them not feel like a priority.
No, I'm just not going to invite you anymore. There are plenty. I'll tell you straight up right now, there's plenty of women I stop hanging out with because they're always late. I'm just cool. Like, you're not even paying. And I said, let's go hang out. And you show up late. Oh, my God. Like,
it's just incredibly, and I find it incredibly disrespectful. And I don't want to, the people I am with, I don't want them to feel like I'm disrespecting them. Because that's the last thing I want to do.
100%. Time is the only thing I cannot buy back.
Exactly. And I'm like, your time is just as important as my time. Nobody's time is more important.
You got to respect time.
You would hope so. You would hope so.
Yeah, yes, 1,000%. So.
All right, Miss K, we appreciate you as always. I will hit you up later so we can chat and finish talking about what we were talking about earlier.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm doing that right now.
All right, I appreciate it. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. All right, take it easy.
Thank
My
you.
bad.
All right. Bye.
Bye, later. I totally forgot she was doing that. Wow. But I mean, we go through the same things and we talk about the same things. But I mean, like you said, ultimately, like that just, like I'm telling you, like I feel like with men, it's just so simple. It's totally like two different things. Like, hey, just like, look, can you just do this?
So
and it's not even simple. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, I agree with what Jay was saying, the first caller, is that I think girls do know what they got to work on, but as far as admitting it, probably a lot less than guys. And what I say is, like, let's say me or you are in a relationship.
Yep.
We go out to have a beer. I might say something to you or you to, hey, I know I need to work on this. But I don't see girls having mimosas and talking about that. I don't know. Nope. Do you agree with that? I don't know.
I think they just trying to get out together and let loose, but maybe, but I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, 100%. I 100% know exactly what you're saying.
So that's my take.
Yeah, I like it. All right, let's get out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening, whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Koi, my guy, we are out. You can let it play.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and be like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, so that's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that. Babe.
Yeah,
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. My first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so?
Being